push-ups, but the audio wasn't quite great. So just wanted to recap what I did the last month, which was this plus 10 push-up challenge. Me and my wife attacked this together, and this came from me really just wanting something that will push me to, stay consistent and work on my weaknesses through a month that, I didn't have a whole lot of plans. I've been going through some recovery stuff with my leg, and I've never really been great at push-ups. So I decided to take on this challenge, and the challenge was 10 push-ups every day in May, add 10 push-ups every day. So day 10 is 100 push-ups, day 20 is 200 push-ups, and day 30 is 300 push-ups. So I was a little nervous going into this, and my main goal was I just wanted to improve on my push-ups and not get myself hurt. So I've done other challenges and things where I did something every day, like squatting every day. I've done that a few times. And what I've noticed is the body is really powerful, and you can do anything you set your mind to, as long as you're taking care of yourself outside of whatever activity it is. So the reason I got my legs in this mess that they're in now is because when I was squatting every day, I wasn't really focusing on the recovery side of it. I wasn't stretching, I wasn't doing mobility, and I didn't add any extra food in to accommodate for the extra work I was doing. So with this challenge, I really made sure I spoke to my chiropractor, Dr. Jim Kennedy. Spoke to him before, and basically he said as long as you're stretching and taking care of yourself after the workout, then you should be fine. We don't want to lose any of the good overhead mobility that I already have by just trying to make your push-ups stronger. So a couple takeaways from the past month of work. It was challenging, but it became one of these things where it's not about motivation, it's about discipline. And it became, well, this is what I said I was going to do, and I'm going to figure out a way to get it done. There was a lot of nights or a lot of days where I ended up doing my push-ups at like 9:30 at night because the day had gotten away from me. I was about to, lay down for bed. It's like, oh man, I said I was going to do these push-ups. I have to go attack this. So that habit of doing things that you're not comfortable with doing, or that that pushes you out of your comfort zone, I think that's where a lot of growth can come from, and you can apply the same habit that you're building through doing something that isn't great or fun for you every single day. You can apply that to every other area of your life. So I love the challenge. It got really, really hard around day like 12, 13, and then again it got hard at like 22, 23. There was a couple times where I started to feel like I was getting myself into a bad spot, and I felt like my pecs were starting to get overused, my shoulders were getting a little beat up, and basically what I did was, instead of stopping or changing the plan, I just broke the sets into smaller reps. So I started to do sets of 5 instead of sets of 10. I tried to hang on to sets of 10 through about 150, and after that it got really, really challenging. Since you're doing push-ups every day, it is kind of boring, so there were some things that I did to kind of keep it entertaining for myself. Like on the 22nd, I did 10 rounds of 22 push-ups, and that was really tough. Don't recommend that. There was a couple days where I, just tried to blast out a max set in the beginning and then chip through the remainder of it. Again, those days were the harder days, and the days where, I didn't feel like that great at the end of them. A couple recommendations if you are deciding to jump on to this push-up challenge. Make sure that you are accounting for the extra volume in your diet and your recovery. So for me, I actually ended up losing like 5 pounds-ish throughout the course of the month. And that was really just because I didn't change my diet. I had a little bit of extra fluff that I was looking to get rid of. So I didn't change my diet at all. I added in this extra little bit of activity every day, and voila, ended up getting a little bit leaner and, developing some strength in my chest in the push-ups. So if you are at a point where you're already cutting weight, or you're, on a diet as it is, I would not recommend adding this and not adding more food. So definitely think about your recovery during this. more than anything, that's what's going to keep you from finishing. The first 10 days are pretty easy, and it sets you into that rhythm and that routine of, hey, this is what I'm doing. Towards the middle, it gets rough because the mathematical middle is not the date middle. So when you hit the 15th of the month, you have not completed half of the volume of push-ups. So that kind of starts to wear on you a little bit, and you think about how much more is left to do. It really does just become checking the box and showing up every day. So a lot of people in health and fitness look for motivation, you know, and they're always looking to, man, I'm not feeling motivated. Maybe I need something to keep me motivated. And a lot of time it's not motivation that people need, it's discipline. And that having motivation is a luxury, and discipline is what's going to get you to achieve what you want to in this life. So in addition to getting a little bit leaner, you know, push-ups, obviously feeling stronger and better, I did notice that my mobility was actually improving through the month because I was sitting on the ground during my resting, so that was a great time for me to stretch out. So I'll show the time lapse of me doing my last 310 on the last day of the month, and you can see throughout that whole thing, you know, I'm doing sets of 5, and I'm doing different stretches, different lizard poses, you know, some human knee extension stuff, trying to sit back on my quads, really stretch those out, work on my ankles and all that. So it was really a good chance for me to work on my mobility as well as work on my push-ups. So that's all I got for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed this challenge. If you're doing it, or if you're planning on doing it in the future, leave me a comment below. You know, let me know if you're excited. Let me know if you need any help with any of it. Yeah, like the video if you made it this far. Subscribe to my channel for more just like this, and we'll see you